Have you ever felt like certain videos just find you at exactly the right moment? Like the algorithm knew something you didn't? What if I told you that this isn't coincidence? That right now, in this very moment, you're exactly where you need to be. If this video appeared in your feed today, the universe has been trying to reach you. Stay with me, because what I'm about to share might change everything. Let me start by sharing something profound. The universe is always communicating with us. Always. But most of the time, we're too busy, too distracted, too caught up in the noise of everyday life to notice. We rush from one task to another, our minds occupied with worries about the past or anxieties about the future, and we miss the gentle whispers trying to guide us home. The universe doesn't communicate like we do. It doesn't send text messages or leave voicemails. Instead, it speaks through synchronicities, those magical moments when everything seems to align perfectly. It's the song that plays with lyrics that answer your exact question. It's the number sequences you keep seeing everywhere. It's the conversation you overhear in a coffee shop that addresses your deepest concern. And yes, it's the video that appears in your feed at the precise moment you need to hear its message. Carl Jung, the famous psychologist, called synchronicity meaningful coincidence. He understood that when we experience these moments, we're witnessing the invisible threads that connect all things. You clicking on this video wasn't random. Your thumb didn't accidentally swipe to it. Your mind didn't randomly choose it among thousands of others. Something deeper guided you here. Think about it. What were you feeling before you clicked on this video? What thoughts were running through your mind? What questions were you asking the universe? Hold on to that thought, because by the end of this video, you'll understand why you needed to be here today. If this video found you, chances are you're going through something significant right now. Maybe you're facing a major life decision. Maybe you've been feeling lost, disconnected from your purpose. Maybe you've experienced heartbreak, disappointment, or a loss that's shaken your foundation. Or perhaps you've been feeling an unexplainable restlessness, a deep knowing that something needs to change, even if you can't quite put your finger on what. Here's what the universe wants you to know. You're not broken. You're not behind. You're not failing. You're transforming. Transformation is rarely comfortable. Think about the caterpillar in its cocoon. If you could ask that caterpillar what it's experiencing, do you think it would describe peace and tranquility? No. It would describe darkness, confusion, complete dissolution of everything it once was. The caterpillar literally liquefies inside that cocoon. Its entire structure breaks down before it can rebuild into something with wings. That's what's happening to you right now. You're in your cocoon. The old version of you, the one with outdated beliefs, limiting patterns, and protective walls that no longer serve you, is dissolving. And it's uncomfortable. It's disorienting. Sometimes it's painful, but it's necessary. The universe brought you to this video to tell you, keep going. What you're experiencing isn't the end. It's the beautiful, messy middle. The breakthrough is coming, but first, you have to trust the process of breaking down. Let's get honest for a moment. The universe has been trying to get your attention for a while now, hasn't it? This video isn't the first sign. It's just the one that finally got through. Maybe you've been seeing repeating numbers constantly: 1111, 222, 333, 444. These aren't coincidences. In numerology and spiritual traditions, these are considered angel numbers, cosmic signals that your guides are trying to communicate with you. Each sequence carries its own message, but they all share one universal truth. You're being watched over, you're on the right path, and you need to pay attention. Or perhaps you've been experiencing vivid dreams, ones that feel more real than your waking life. Dreams are one of the primary ways the universe downloads information directly into your consciousness, bypassing the logical mind that tries to make sense of everything. Your dreams have been showing you something, What have you been dreaming about lately? Maybe you felt called to make changes in your life, but fear has held you back. You've thought about ending that relationship that no longer feels right, leaving that job that drains your soul, starting that project your heart yearns to create, or moving to that place that keeps calling your name. But every time you get close to taking action, doubt creeps in. What if I'm wrong? What if I fail? What if I regret it? The universe is using this video to tell you, the fear you feel isn't a stop sign. It's a sign that you're about to do something that really matters. Comfort zones are called that for a reason. They're comfortable, but they're also where dreams go to die. Your soul didn't incarnate into this life to play it safe. You came here to expand, to grow, to experience the full spectrum of human possibility. Now, let me share the specific message the universe wants you to receive today. Read these words slowly. Let them sink deep into your consciousness. Everything is working out for you, even when it doesn't look like it. I know you've been struggling. I know there are days when you wake up and wonder if things will ever get better. I know you've been praying, asking, pleading for change, and sometimes it feels like nobody's listening. But here's the truth that might be hard to accept right now. The universe has already answered your prayers. The help you've been asking for is already on its way. The healing you've been seeking is already in motion. The transformation you've been craving has already begun. The problem is that we expect answers to look a certain way. We pray for a door to open, but we don't recognize that sometimes doors need to close first. We ask for better relationships, but we don't understand that toxic people need to exit before aligned souls can enter. We desire abundance, but we don't see that scarcity mindset patterns need to be released before prosperity can flow in. The universe doesn't give you what you want. It gives you what you need to become who you're meant to be. And sometimes, what you need looks nothing like what you wanted. That job you lost, it was blocking you from the opportunity that's coming. That relationship that ended, it was preventing you from meeting your true match. That plan that fell apart, it was protecting you from a path that would have led you away from your purpose. You've been so focused on what you've lost that you haven't noticed what you're gaining. Every ending is creating space for a new beginning. Every closed door is redirecting you toward the right one. Every disappointment is an appointment with your destiny in disguise. The universe didn't guide you to this video just to comfort you. It's also issuing you a challenge. There's something you're being called to do, and deep down you know what it is. First, you're being called to trust. Trust the timing of your life. Trust that delays are not denials. Trust that what's meant for you will never miss you. Trust that you're being divinely guided even when the path ahead is unclear. Trust is the ultimate act of faith. And right now, the universe is asking you to leap before you can see the net. Second, you're being called to release. What are you holding on to that's holding you back? Is it a grudge against someone who hurt you? Is it a limiting belief about what you're capable of? Is it an identity that no longer fits who you're becoming? Is it the need to control how and when things unfold? The universe can't fill your hands with new blessings if you're clutching onto old burdens. Open your hands. Let go. Create space. Third, you're being called to take action. Inspiration without action is just entertainment. You've been consuming information, watching videos, reading books, gathering knowledge. But when are you going to actually do something with it? The universe rewards action. Even small steps count, especially small steps. You don't need to have it all figured out. You don't need to see the entire staircase. You just need to take the first step. What's that one thing you've been avoiding? What's that conversation you need to have? What's that project you need to start? What's that boundary you need to set? What's that leap you need to take? This is your sign. Do it. Not tomorrow, not next week, not when you feel ready, because you'll never feel completely ready. Do it now. Do it scared. Do it imperfectly. Just do it. Fourth, you're being called to remember who you are. You're not just a human having a spiritual experience. You're a spiritual being having a human experience. You are made of the same energy that creates galaxies and ignites stars. You have within you the same creative force that grows forests from seeds and turns caterpillars into butterflies. You are powerful beyond measure. You are infinite consciousness, temporarily focused through a physical form. You are here on purpose, for a purpose. The struggles you've faced, they weren't punishments. They were preparations. Every challenge was strengthening you for what's coming. Every painful experience was deepening your capacity for compassion. Every time you got back up after being knocked down, you were proving to the universe that you're ready for more. Let me pull back the lens even further and show you something that might blow your mind. What if I told you that before you were born, your soul chose this exact life? What if you selected your family, your circumstances, your challenges, and your gifts because you knew they would create the perfect conditions for your growth? What if the hardest things you've experienced weren't random tragedies, but crucial plot points in your soul's epic story? From the higher perspective, the view your soul has when it's not limited by human consciousness, your life is perfect, not in the sense that it's easy or comfortable, but in the sense that it's exactly what you need to evolve. Every person you've met was a teacher. Every experience you've had was a lesson. Every obstacle you've faced was an opportunity. You might be thinking, but what about the really terrible things? What about trauma and abuse and loss? I'm not saying those things are good or that you deserve them. Not at all. What I'm saying is that even in the darkest experiences, your soul finds light. Even in the deepest pain, growth happens. And while you would never consciously choose suffering, your soul understands something your human self doesn't. That diamonds are created under pressure, and the most beautiful people are often those who've been through the most difficult fires. The fact that this video found you means you're beginning to see this bigger picture. You're starting to understand that life isn't happening to you. It's happening for you and through you. You're awakening to your true nature, your real power, your authentic purpose. So where do you go from here? What changes now that you've received this message? Everything if you let it. The universe has given you a cosmic wink, a gentle nudge, a clear sign that you're not alone and you're not lost. But signs are meaningless if you don't act on them. Messages are pointless if you don't integrate them. This moment, right now, is a fork in the road. You can close this video, go back to scrolling, and forget everything you've just heard. Or you can choose to let this be the moment everything changed. Here's what I want you to do. After this video ends, take 5 minutes, just 5 minutes, and sit in silence. No phone, no distractions, just you and your thoughts. Ask yourself these questions. What is my soul trying to tell me right now? What do I already know that I've been pretending not to know? What would I do if I trusted the universe completely? What's the next right step? Even if I can't see the whole path, listen for the answers. They'll come. Maybe not in words, but in feelings, in knowings, in that quiet voice that speaks truth when the noise finally settles. That voice is your intuition, your inner guidance system, your direct line to the universe. It's been trying to reach you all along. Then, take one action based on what you hear. Just one. It doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be perfect. But it has to be true. When you take that action, you send a signal back to the universe that says, I'm listening. I'm ready. I trust. Show me more. And the universe will. Oh, it will. Because when you align with your truth and take inspired action, you become a magnet for miracles. Doors that were previously invisible suddenly appear. People who can help you materialize out of nowhere. Resources you need arrive at exactly the right time. This isn't magic, it's alignment. When you're vibrating at the frequency of your authentic self, you naturally attract everything that matches that frequency. Before I let you go, I want to leave you with one final thought that might just shift your entire perspective. You've been thinking about this as if you're separate from the universe, as if it's some external force sending you messages from out there. But what if the truth is more profound than that? What if you're not receiving messages from the universe? What if you are the universe? Think about it. The atoms in your body were forged in the hearts of ancient stars. The oxygen you breathe was created by trees, which grew from Earth, which came from cosmic dust. The water in your cells has been cycling through the planet for billions of years. You're not separate from nature. You are nature. You're not separate from the cosmos. You are the cosmos, becoming conscious of itself. When you ask the universe for guidance, you're really accessing the infinite intelligence that already exists within you. When you feel the universe responding, you're really feeling your own highest self communicating with your limited human consciousness. When synchronicities happen, you're experiencing the fundamental interconnectedness of all things, and you're an integral part of that web. So if this video found you, it's because somewhere deep in your infinite consciousness, you called it forth. Your higher self knew you needed this reminder, this encouragement, this permission to trust yourself. You created this moment. You manifested this message. You're far more powerful than you realize. Beautiful soul, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're going through, you're going to be okay. More than okay. You're going to be extraordinary. The universe doesn't make mistakes, and it didn't make one when it created you. Your struggles have meaning. Your pain has purpose. Your journey is unfolding exactly as it should. Trust the process. Trust yourself. Trust the universe. And remember, this video finding you wasn't the end of the message, it was the beginning. What happens next is up to you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for staying open. Thank you for being brave enough to keep going even when the path is unclear. The world needs your light, especially now. Don't dim it. Don't hide it. Shine. Until next time, keep looking for the signs. Keep listening to the whispers. Keep trusting the journey. The universe loves you. I love you. But most importantly, remember to love yourself. You've got this.